Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Creator Community stream. I am Nate Creates of the Creator Community, and I wanted to welcome you to this lovely Saturday morning, September 26th. Wow, cruising towards October already. Kind of hard to believe we're around the corner from what most people consider to be fall season. I guess Halloween, then Thanksgiving right around the corner from that. And of course, there's probably a select few of you who are already counting down to Christmas. God bless you. I don't know how you do it. I can't do it. But today, we are going to be taking a little bit of a break from Elite Dangerous, and this is just what I call a burnout break. Basically, I don't want to end up obsessing too much over my game of choice at the moment, so wanted to take a little time today to just kind of chill and just do something a little bit different. So we're going to be doing a little bit of RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. It's one of my classic go-tos when I need just a casual break sort of game, just something to do. That's assuming it doesn't crash right off the bat. Jim might have already. Also, most random note ever. I was shopping yesterday. It worked. It appears. Maybe. I don't hear audio from it. What? It appears to have worked, but very nice. And it got captured. Look at that. Did you know that RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 is now free on Epic Games? But why do I need it? I already have it. I have all the RollerCoaster Tycoons. I have 1, 2, 3, and everything after that is garbage. So we don't talk about that. Ah, wow! Slice of kiwi, kiwi. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Thank you. Very kind of you. You get to use my emotes now. Thanks for the support. They're crap emotes. They're not as cute as yours, but you can drop explosions every now and then whenever you feel it's appropriate. Oh man, I miss when this Twitch channel thing worked. I'm gonna see if it works. I don't think they ever fixed the integration on it, but I'm gonna turn it on anyway. we'll see what happens. This usually doesn't work anymore, but you never know. All right, so for those of you who haven't played RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, it is a crazy experience. Talk about retro. I'm just going to keep playing through the scenarios. So we're going to go to Amity Airfield, which is actually a really, really hard scenario. And let's start by pausing so I don't... Oh yeah, mouse control games. I forgot what it was like to have a game that's almost exclusively mouse controls. All right, so... RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, if you've never played it, it's a classic theme park building simulator, basically. Yeah, it's a decently challenging game. Oh yeah, game's paused, so I can't do construction, but there we go. This is the first of the challenging scenarios. We've already done the previous 3, so if you've watched my stream before, you've already seen Crazy Castle, Factory, Capers, and Electric Fields. Amity Airfield's kind of where the game starts to open up and get a little more serious. So obviously you have this giant swath of scenery, and the game's initial ride selection is actually pretty piss poor. A couple basic, and I'm going to talk to you guys as an expert in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, because I am a qualified expert. I've got tens of thousands of hours in this game since childhood to now. The starting gentle rides you have, one of them you can never use, mini helicopters. Guests don't like, doing work in your park, so having a pedal-powered helicopter ride won't work. Flying saucers is enormously unpopular compared to the Dodgems ride it replaces, so that's unfortunate. So you only have really 3 gentle rides here, and Space Rings isn't gentle. It's got a high nausea rating. Roller coasters wise, everything's quite expensive. Now you can build the mini suspended in the Rodsled coaster for pretty cheap, especially compared to the other 3 types. But this ride has a tendency to launch itself off the track with even the slightest provocation. This ride has extremely low throughput, and then everything else is expensive. So it's great. Thrill rides, those are actually really good. No water rides. And then any stall issues, we've got a restroom and a info kiosk, so we're actually good there. I'm going to work on getting gentle rides, roller coasters, and thrill rides for a bit. So you can approach this scenario a couple of ways. there is a lot of scenery in the park that you can just wipe, just completely delete it, screw it. You don't need it. I like it. I actually like the scenery. I feel like the scenery adds some charm to the game, so I'm going to actually try to roll with it. This is an admission park, so guests will pay to enter, and they will not leave unless they're having a poor experience or they run out of cash. So your park attendance tends to be very stagnant, which is unfortunate. And you don't make very much money because people pay the one time to enter, and from there, it's a crapshoot, really. I could make guests walk all the way here to this giant swath of concrete where I will inevitably put a bazaar or a street market or something. Now, I will point out something kind of interesting. You could zap this entire thing of scenery, and you can see it's worth a massive amount of cash. It looks like we'd probably haul in about 1,600, it looks like, just in destruction of paths and scenery. So it's quite valuable. But that's kind of cheesing it. It's one of the cheesy ways to beat the scenario, and I'm not a fan, so we're not going to do that. All right. Well, let's get started by getting a couple different things done. For one thing, this path is going to be our main one. And I'm going to separate into two lands. Over this way, we are going to have... There is no sound from this game. Or if there is, it's very quiet. And I opened the console somehow, and I'm not sure how. I wasn't trying to open cheats. I don't need them. Can I turn cheats off so I'm not tempted? I don't need debugging tools right now. Oh, that doesn't get rid of cheats, though. Where are the cheats? Also, why is the audio so bloody quiet? Oh, here we go. That's weird that it's so quiet. Wow, it really is quiet. Let me check my Windows audio because maybe Windows is being intriguing and is... Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay, that's better. Where are the cheats? I thought you could turn off cheats. Default is going to be 10. Ah, there we go. Cool. Oh, they have the old recent messages thing from RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 and a mute button. That's interesting. All right, that's better. So, ASMR RollerCoaster Tycoon? No, I'm not going to be that relaxing about it. We'll probably have some funny moments at some point. All right, because this is going to be my gentle ride kind of introductory area. Game's still remarkably quiet, but that's all right. Cool. That's actually a pretty long queue for a Ferris wheel. Let's not do that, but let's say that we did for humor's sake. I realized as I did that, if you make a queue that long, people will wait for a ride of this type, and that is not good because the Ferris wheel is not all that thrilling. Everyone gets one rotation around. What do we want to call it? We'll call it Sky Wheel because we're going to do all aviation themed stuff. Cool. And of course, we'll change the station to be flying themed, which I think space is probably the best entrance we can get. Abstract would work too. Actually, abstract works nicely. I'll come back and theme everything in a minute. The tower I kind of want in the center of the park. That would be the most ideal. So probably somewhere up here. Actually, you know what I could do? I know everyone's over here like, no, don't do that. I'm actually going to move this. I actually am going to use the main path. I wasn't going to do it, but I think I will. Because it gives me a couple options that I didn't have before. If I use the main path, If you see me leaning over, by the way, it's because I have a giant reflection on my screen from my window behind me. And God, is it bright. So, yeah. That will confuse guests to hell and back, so we'll just keep a nice short queue. Yeah, you can retest. It's the same ride. Because this tower would be more suitable somewhere in the middle. What's the tallest thing in my park? This thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can do cutaway view. I am not sure how tall. Huh. Yeah, it's not going to tell me how tall the scenery is. I'm going to guess it's probably no higher than 100. So we'll say like 150. It's a pretty decent little observation tower. And again, we'll put the exit on this side. I like people to walk past the exit so they see guests exiting who have had a good time, and hopefully they'll pay a visit. Oh yeah, I forgot to do efficiency settings for the scale. Oh no, I didn't. That was good. Yeah, we'll do 3/4 load just to increase dispatch. Actually, we'll do full load. We can just 60 seconds is a pretty good time. This ride is actually not that demanding. We don't need to have 10-minute intervals. Ferris wheel is pretty reliable, so is the tower. So, not that big of an issue. Test that out, and while it's testing, get ourselves some paths built. There you go. A little bit of clever looking symmetry there. What do I want to call this? What's a good observation tower name? What's up, Bushmaster? Welcome. Good to see you. What would you call it? What would you call it? Let's call it... I mean... I was going to say ATC Tower or whatever. The Camelback. The Camelback. Why would you call a tower a Camelback? Let's see. The Control Tower. I think that works. Because, you know, kind of like a control tower in an airport. Because it's a high point? Oh, okay. I can vaguely see that. We'll come back and do the coloring once I have an idea of what I want to do for theming. I don't have theming set up yet, so we'll come back to it. That's testing. Nice. In between, we've got to put a thrill ride so people have a reason to walk this far. I think I'm going to do one here. I don't want to have these two compete with each other, so we'll have the entrance in the middle. And we'll share the exit. That just makes things a little bit more compact. That can be 10 minutes. The Enterprise ride is pretty bonkers inefficient, actually. It breaks down rather quick. No, I want abstract. All right. And we reset maintenance and everything. Too bad you can't charge for it, but, you know, it's all right. It'll work. And I'm actually just going to follow the ride. This is a pretty high capacity, high throughput ride. So I do tend to have quite a monster of a queue for it. People will wait in a queue if it's available. We'll call this the piston wheel. Actually, we already have sky wheel though. That's confusing. Don't forget, long queues equal hungry people. Hungry people equals money from restaurants. That's true as well. Go home. I'm not drunk. What's up, Amaterasu? Oh yeah, random note. I found grape candy flavored Powerade. It's amazing. I've never seen grape Powerade, and so I had to try it. I'm actually gonna call this Chaos because it reminds me of the ride Chaos. And we'll get that. Oh, it's already testing. Perfect. Okay, I think we're good on that front. We're gonna take care of just a few basics. 2 handymen to cover all these zones. There's a lot of nausea inducing between these two. So we'll call you main handyman 1. Then we'll hire number 2 over here. Main handyman 2. Give him a patrol zone so he doesn't wander around lost like a moron. Cool. that is that. And then we need a mechanic. I'm also going to open these, so we'll be ready. This ride will have music because the music in this game is fantastic. Ah, classic. I heard one of these songs, one of the Alistair Lindsay, that's the composer of the RollerCoaster Tycoon series soundtrack. Both 1 and 2. I think he did 3 too. But anyway, I ended up hearing one of these songs. I'm guessing they're royalty free because I heard one of them in a commercial. And it cracked me up because I don't know. It's one of those things you hear and you're like, this belongs in RollerCoaster Tycoon. Main, engineering services 1, done. And that should be about $10 value. My rule is gentle rides are worth $1, thrill rides are worth $2, roller coasters are worth $3. And that gives your guests the good value attribute. And you can double it and you'll lose the good value attribute. So if we've got $1, $2, $4, so 8 is actually the highest I can charge here. If I charge any more than 8, guests will start whining about the price. I'm going to put a info kiosk and bend some path around it so that way it has access on all 4 sides. No, you charge 45 per person at the gate. You could try. I don't know how well that would work. Guest relations, because that's what it really is. What do I want the color theme of my park to be? We'll do gray. Like silver. Maps are free because this park is going to end up being pretty large and they're going to need to get around. Open that up. Legoland gets away with that. I mean, you can charge even more. Yeah, but they also have enough rides and attractions to keep you busy, you know? Do we have aviation theme? Oh, we have space themed seating. I'm down with that. All right, so seating wise, I always put seats at the corners. That's just a rule of thumb I've always used. And then I always put seats at exits so people don't puke. It's like an old Cypress garden, so it makes sense. That's true. Put the info in the middle of the main road so that they're going straight. I mean, you don't have to. The guests are coded to automatically seek out the nearest info kiosk if they are within five squares of it. So if they pass within 5 squares of an info kiosk and they have any of the traits lost, wet, or new, they'll automatically look for the info kiosk. The only trait that overrides that is self-sufficient, I think, is the name of the trait. There's another one that basically says that guests will ignore info kiosks and try to find their way on their own rather stupidly, and that can be pretty funny. All right, I'm gonna get some trash cans done as well. This is just kind of a for later thing. No, you're saying it's built in the same size as the Florida Cypress Gardens thing. They even kept some things. Oh, I didn't know that. I've actually not been to the Florida Legoland. Not yet. I will have to do that at some point. I am a Lego fan. Just not enough to go to the parks, I guess. I actually don't remember the last time I built a Lego set. It's been a while. All right, there we go. And just so there's a bit of a gap here, so we'll just we'll slap down a couple benches here, and that will. Ah, good. It's raining. Umbrella sales. Can I go now? Are they open? I think Legoland is open to restricted levels. I don't know how open they really are, though. Because a lot of stuff here is open, but I wouldn't say, like, fully yet. Let me think. We don't have enough happiness for a balloon stall. Actually, we might. Is that over 700? It is. I could. I'm going to wait on the balloons, though. I think it's a bit early for it right now. Echo. Shut up. How did she think I was talking to her? Anyway, like, I don't know what I said that was possibly similar to the word, you know, echo. But, God damn it, I wasn't talking to you. Everything in Florida is allowed to operate at full capacity. Those that do get a tax cut. Yeah, I don't think a lot of the businesses are going to obey that. I think mom and pop businesses and such might try. But I know for a fact Disney has no interest in operating at full capacity, and neither does Universal. And I imagine SeaWorld in Legoland won't be too far behind. Oh yeah, all the bars and stores will, because there are sales-based businesses and they need the sales. I just don't see the industry leaders doing anything about it. I also think it'd be really reckless of any of the industry leaders to really take that gamble, at least right now. It's too soon. I mean, I guess just judging by the United States reaction to everything, it'll always be too soon, but at this point, you know, what can you do? Let's call this Gravity Fall, or Gravity Gravity Gear. I don't know. Put it further, give them a reason to roam so they get hungry and such? Nah. Put on the main path. Putting anything on a main path gives guests kind of like a hype value. It's not called hype, but when you put something on a main drag, it causes guests to develop an appetite for more rides, which is why they're all watching right now. So a bunch of people are watching Enterprise. There was someone watching the tower here earlier. Someone's watching this one. So it's very, very good for business. Also, is this covered by a mechanic? Yeah, it should be. Cool. It also makes your staff more efficient and reduces cleaning needs and other things similarly. Guests in a large park like this, which is going to end up having to hold 3,000 guests to meet the requirements, you know, it'll be large enough on its own eventually. Governor's it's over, get back to normal. If you don't, we'll make it harder for you. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the politics of it right now because it's one of those things like, you know, it's a touchy subject for people. But I still think the decision was a bad one. It's, you know... Wait, vehicle design unavailable. That surprises me. That is a weird looking ride. I mean, this is just a standard Cobra, so... We'll build a Cobra clone. I'm going to make guests walk for this one a little bit. Actually, I'm going to put it over the path so it roars overhead. I think I can clear that. I might have actually built that a little too close. Oh, no, I didn't. Perfect. I don't know why it's not building any supports. That's kind of funny looking. It looks a little weird for me. Let's build it here so that way it gets supports built. Oh, you know what it is? Because it's not in, hold on. There we go. That will. Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure I had the right mode. You want some shit came through? Yeah, it's a bizarre turn of events. It really is. Actually, that's a little close. We'll give them a little bit of a break in between. Does this have a, it does have an on-ride photo. Excellent. I just thought of something. Where do I want to... Trying to think of where I really want the on-ride photo. I think I'm going to actually put the on-ride photo section here. Because that way it has proximity to two different elements. It'll make the most money. There you go. It's a very attractive boomerang coaster. I said Cobra earlier. I meant boomerang. Maximum chain speed. There's no reason not to. Oh. Entrance far side, exit on the near side. Let's see how that goes. It might be a bit too tall, so I might have to modify this a bit. I don't want to be pulling, you know, severe G's. Okay, the game's a little loud now. I'm going to turn it down a little bit here. Yeah, it's too fast. Okay, so I kind of figured it was a little too fast. Let's do... That should still be enough height to complete the course. I also want to turn this down just a tad. There we go. Much better. Look at Enterprise causing all the puke. That's standard. All right, they should just be able to get through the course both directions. A little bit dicey there, but that's fine. Perfect. Absolutely flawless. And in honor of every boomerang coaster ever... Boomerang. Of course, this isn't... it's an inverted boomerang, but still. How do you know so much on the game of what causes what? So I've been playing RollerCoaster Tycoon since it came out, the original, as a kid. And I've got about 20,000 hours across the RollerCoaster Tycoon series. So I've always been passionate about it, and I work in the theme park industry for a living as well. It was just one of those things where my natural interest in theme parks and all that led me to dig into the game and kind of try to discover why it works the way it does. And it's actually pretty brilliantly coded. John Sawyer, who did the coding for the game, did an excellent job of simulating the way guests actually behave. RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 was actually an interesting departure. When RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 came out, it didn't do a very good job simulating the way guests behaved, which is interesting. It ends old people back to normal. Woo, normal people. Okay, gamers, this is our normal, our nature. I'm actually very lucky that I have spent so much time indoors, you know, like isolated, or this would have been a terrifying experience overall. Nice, $2 for an on-ride photo. Print the money for me, please. And we're gonna need exit seats here because people are going to puke their guts out. Actually, one of those should probably be a trash can because someone's gonna need a trash can to barf in. How are we doing on cleanup? Oh, we're doing great thus far. Not bad at all. This actually could be a problem, though. Ah, I knew it. One square. I can try giving that to a handyman, but I think we're going to end up having a mess here. So I'm going to end up splitting probably this path into 3 sections, I think. Right, so we've got one major roller coaster. Let's go ahead and do some coloration. Sky Wheel, it's themed after sky. We should probably make it sky colored. It'd be kind of cute. So we'll do like white for clouds, and then we'll do like a sky blue, and then like a darker blue. No, let's get some contrasting color in there. Let's do a light watercolor. Look at that. That's pretty. We could do yellow like the sun, too. Yeah, we can do that. That works. And that means the abstract entrance is white. Okay, that's fine. Gravity gear, want it to be a bit more aggressive looking. So we'll do black for the main drag. They're doing Hollow Screams at Busch Gardens this year? Oh, are they really? I know Halloween Horror Nights got canceled, so I'm surprised they're doing that. Actually, we'll do yellow there too. Stick with like the warning pattern. Ooh, that's really dark actually. Let's do it the lighter yellow. That makes the abstract entrance that color, and the white and red works for me. I might actually want to invert it and do red with maybe orange. Yeah, that'll work. Please explain more as I go. Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's a way to beat the game without ever having to cheese it, because a lot of people cheese the game where there's like, you know, you can hold on, I'm gonna do audio's still a bit loud. All right, that's better. A lot of people tend to cheese the game and like find, you know, kind of derpy ways to beat it. But you can actually beat the entirety of RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 without ever needing to get ridiculous with the game. and I'll show you how to do that. It's totally doable. What colors do I want for a control tower? I kind of like the silver. Maybe silver and green. Not the best looking color. Actually, that darker green actually kind of looks okay. That worked for me. And then the roller coaster has the most color customization. I'm bad on value goals. How do you beat it? So park value is based off of the age of everything you have. So when you build something, it has its maximum value for a very short period, about a week. Every sequential week after that, every ride and every shop you build decreases in value. So in order to keep your value high, rides have to be constantly refurbished. They have to be constantly fresh and new. And you constantly have to have cash in the bank. So you can't have massive loans taken out for rides because that takes away from your park value. Because essentially your park value is what you would get if you sold your park to another company. That's basically the gist of it. I'm going to make this boomerang similar to one I've ridden on. Wait, no, the track is green and white with gray supports. And then the cars are purple. The main car would be dark purple and then white. Nice. And the entrance changed color too, yes? Yes, it did. Cool. We're doing good, 871. How do they stay new? Do I need to delete them and rebuild them all the time? It depends on what game you have. This is Open RCT 2. This is the open source version of RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. It's basically RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 with a couple improvements to the game. For example, I can click on a ride, go to the maintenance tab, and there's a button here for refurbish. So if I click this, I pay a fee, and the ride will essentially be rebuilt as if it were new. If you're playing traditional RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, that's not possible. You'll have to actually delete the ride and rebuild it. So what you do is for roller coasters, you go into their testing tab and go to Save Track Design, or with scenery if you'd like, but at least Save Track Design. You save your, not Space Mountain, you save your ride design, and then you can just replace it and just right back where you put it. And when you replace it, it costs a little more, but you get the refund value of deleting it. Like if I delete this coaster, it'll be worth something. For example, $2,100. If I wanted to build it, it's probably $2,800 or something like that. So you lose a little money, but it's not too bad. In fact, I think the refurbishment value is equal to, yeah, the difference between the new and the current value. I rode the Kraken at SeaWorld. They're uber close to so many coaster safety violations. If I wanted to, I could reach up and touch the tracks. One of the tracks of their other coasters when it tangles into its structure, really. That would surprise me. With as strict as IAPA and OSHA are, I would be surprised if anybody would manage to get away with it. Alright, let's see if anybody's hungry here. We should start getting some food need. We're right in the middle of year one. Want to go on something more thrilling? More thrilling? Yeah, we're going to get a lot of people who want to go on something more thrilling. That's normal. You have the Steam version? Okay, so you have the default version. So yeah, you would have to... Open RCT, by the way, is free. You can download it for free. Just look up Open RCT 2, and that'll answer all your questions. Because as long as you have a copy of RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, Open RCT will work with you. But Open RCT fixes a bunch of known issues with the game. Actually, I just remembered. I need to build a balloon stall right here because this is going to make me money. Lots and lots of money. Beautiful. Hot air balloons, because they're not, but it's funny. Like what issues? Just convenience things. For example, when you hire a new handyman, the game defaults to you picking them up, kind of like in Planet Coaster or RollerCoaster Tycoon 3. They don't automatically appear on your paths. That's one of just a few things. When you build a ride, certain of the new nodes work better, so you can't build certain pieces after other pieces. It's just it cleans up a few things that were known to occasionally bug out in the original game. It also fixes convenient stuff. For example, you can use the refurbish button instead of having to delete and rebuild a ride, just to save you that little bit of extra clicking. The AI pathfinding is actually improved. so guests don't get lost on double wide paths as often as they used to. Because each guest has a... Someone's already lost a balloon. Dude. Pop, damn you. Pop, damn you. Thank you. Wait, that was the first person to buy a balloon and they lost it immediately. Well, GG. How bad do you have to be at holding onto a balloon? I'm actually going to modify this a bit because I'm worried that my handyman can't quite handle the tasking created by these two rides back to back. So I'm actually going to kind of intervene a little bit here. Perfect. Just like that. Oh, I need to name this guy. Yeah, he's a main entrance handyman. So, gravity gear is broken down. Nice. Par for the course. Good to see some things never change. Ooh, a dive coaster. Ooh, that's not bad. A little pricey, though. I tend to stay away from the dive coaster early on. It's so pricey. All right, so we're doing good on spacing. There's a little bit of a gap right here where a ride could go, but I think we're doing all right. I might start expanding into this area. So to do that, I'm going to trim paths leading into the main area. Because this is quite a bit of path to have to maybe some flying roller coaster. Okay. I get that we're getting all flying themed rides. I forgot about that. That's what makes this scenario obnoxiously difficult. Okay, that's enough roller coasters for now. I need to make quicker money. So research off of roller coasters and onto gentle and thrill rides for a bit. Because if I don't start working on flat rides, I'm going to be in trouble. All right, this we can put here. Won't destroy any scenery, so it'll look really nice. Put the queue behind it. Exit. I'll put things in here. Give guests a reason to walk around. This is pretty low capacity. We'll do that size path. And just for now, I'm going to kind of proactively... That's not what I was trying to do. Gotta trim this. And this. Link those up. Perfect. Get some footpaths down. Or footpaths, benches. So guests don't have any issues. Put some trash cans around so they don't screw up that. Perfect. Looking good. All right. This doesn't actually test, so we can just open it. We'll call this... I'll call them gyro rings. I know that's not a very original name, but it'll work. This is a very simple ride. I don't need 10-minute inspections on it. We'll give it an abstract entrance so I can at least change the color. We already have one red. We have a lot of gray. Should probably spruce it up a bit. Let's do blue, because we can. I actually kind of like the default Space Rings colors, but it's more fun if you do each ring in a different color. So we'll do one red, one green, one blue, RGB, and one white. RGBW. Very nice. All right, let's do a reevaluation of our ticket price. We could be making more money. So we have 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, and this is technically 2, so 11. So we can charge up to half me on this. We'll charge $16. Cool. It's a much better admission price, so we'll make a little bit more cash. So this queue's full. So Enterprise is either going to need another one, You can build multiple rides next to each other, and they will still make you money if you have a full queue. It can help you reduce foot traffic, so we're going to do that. So we're going to build a second one as if we had like two separate kind of bays, if that makes sense. So we'll do that. And put the path all the way around. Because what we'll do then is we'll name them. So this will be Chaos A. This will be Chaos B. And guests who find the queue full for one will go to the other. As long as they match similarly and there's no change in value or satisfaction, they won't compete with each other. Guests will ride them equally. Same colors. Cool. Actually, I want to change the colors a bit. Let's do... What would be a cool color? How about orange? Ooh, yeah. See, that's neat. Like an orangish red. And then B will make like an aqua color. We'll do dark water and a saturated green. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Cool. Give that a quick test. I'm going to check to make sure my mechanic can reach everything. Can't quite do that. I also need to get another handyman who's going to handle this loop. That is not the handyman I was trying to access. This guy. So we'll call you Buildings Handyman 1 because we're near the buildings now. Helps me identify him later so I know where he works. Cool. Cool. Gonna open up Chaos B. And as you can see, well, it's raining, so some guests are not going to ride this, but because they have very similar characteristics, notice guests are almost silly willing to ride this, as if there were two separate versions of the ride. And I guess you could argue that this is kind of cheesing the game, because I'm abusing the fact that they think it's a new ride. But in reality, this is the way real-life theme parks work, is you put multiple bays of the same thing. Like Mission Space is 4 of these things, you know. 4 of these spinning arms with pods. So we can get away with it. It's all right. And it allows us to raise the price another $2 or $3 since we're trying to stretch this scenario. We're doing good. 882 park rating. We had a dip there for a while. I'm not sure what. I'm guessing the rain. Space Rings is, of course, full and has a very slow line. Yeah. Nothing I can really do about that. I could, at risk of pissing everybody off, this will really bug out the game. I could get these guests lost. Actually, what I could do, this is going to anger guests, but if we shorten the queue, we won't get any complaints. So what I'm going to do is delete this, reconnect that, reconnect that. I have one guest who's going to try to wander, but we'll pick him up and he'll be fine. No, he found his way over. Good. And we'll reopen. Perfect. Blue Steve, what's up? Cool, so doing good. I'm guessing this broke down. Yeah. Mechanic is where? Unable to... Okay, so we've reached the point... Oh, he was actually already fixing the ride. Weird, it didn't say that. Usually it tells you. Oh my god, look how full our lines are. So, kind of another thing we can do here. A balloon stall is based off people's happiness. The happier a guest is, the more likely they are to buy a balloon. It's actually not very popular in its current location. 35%. Interesting. So guest happiness in this corner isn't as good as it could be. We've been playing Forza Horizon. Nice. I have not played the Forza games since I actually had a sim of them. Good, the magic carpet's coming along. All right, we should be getting some food need right about now. Should be seeing Hunger and Thirst right about here, because we're at the end of the first year. Okay, we got one. We got a couple. Not a lot of guests, but it's starting, so we're going to go ahead and beat them to the punch. For initial profit, I'm going to go ahead and build a few snack stalls around, especially near my more popular gentle attractions. You don't want to ever place food elsewhere. It's fun, you should play it. Yeah, I don't have the money for it. But if you want to buy it, that's a different story. But I unfortunately don't have the cash. Let's see. We'll call this, actually, I'm going to put a nod to Vine Sauce Joel here. Screaming Demon. Screaming Demon Cotton Candy. Oh, it's not Steam? Well then never mind. Can't do nothing about that. 80 cents is okay. Make more profit elsewhere. This observation tower is ridiculously unpopular. And it's losing me quite a bit. Well, I mean, it costs $60 an hour to run. It's kind of hard to evaluate how profitable it is or is not. And the best value park in the country. Oh, how sweet of you. So what you just told me is I can charge more for rides. Thanks. That's weird. We get a lot of rain in this park. I'm thinking of building a... Where is it? Souvenir stall. Is it that one? No. There's a store that sells cuddly toys and umbrellas. I don't think I've unlocked it yet. I could build another info kiosk, but it's kind of dumb to... You don't need money, it's free with Xbox Game Pass? Yeah, I don't own an Xbox. I've never owned an Xbox. I was never a fan. Ah, the balloons are starting to sell. Nice. Let's actually try to get some more people to come to the observation tower. Let's do... What's another good snack food on the fly? Ooh, it's actually pretty warm. Ice cream will sell. Fruity Ices stall. What do I want to call it? Candy bar ice cream. It's on the Microsoft Store. What, for like PC? I didn't even know Microsoft had a store. That just shows you what I know. Also, we just got the magic carpet ride. This is enormously unpopular, so this is not a great ride choice. But it's cheap, and I like cheap. So we're going to go ahead and put this on this side and try to drag guests around to this corner of the park. Just like that. Let's make sure we get benches built on the corners so no one whines. Trash cans, so we've got it. Oh, yes, for PC. Yeah, but I don't want to pay for Xbox Game Pass. I'm never going to use it. I also don't like subscription services at all. I've got a big thing against subscription services. I prefer to own my games completely. Not owning them is weird. And I don't know why it's, like, so popular. I know I'm being a bit of a boomer here, but, you know. I like the good old days of gaming. Abstract. I am on Windows 10, yes. We'll call this flying carpets. Did you get RCT3 for free through the Epic Games launcher? What's up, Lemmy Llamas? I already own all the RollerCoaster Tycoons, so no need to buy them. I've owned them for a very long time. Let's do like a dusty color. Dusty tan with maybe some olive. I could have sworn they had olive green. Oh, there it is. A little bit of white. Hot sand themed. The carpet can stay red, I guess. Let's do gold for the seats, though, or for the edge. Open that up. Again, we're going to kind of have to babysit Handyman, but this should be very easy because it's just a circular path, so he should be able to walk a loop. No problem. We're getting close to the limit of what my mechanics can handle. I'm going to give him this last ride here, and then beyond that, we're going to have to start looking into hiring additional mechanics. We do have a flying... Oh, I need to increase my price. That's a thrill ride, so that's $2. $3 for a stretch goal. $22. As long as guests keep saying it's a good value, I'll keep charging them more. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. One of my handymen is getting himself stuck in a queue because he's not very bright. Nice. And he's glitched. Cool. That's why there's vomit on this path. And that's why I babysit them, because I can't trust them to do their damn jobs. That should fix it, though. I was wondering why my park rating dipped. I saw a bit of a dip there, but Xbox Game Pass is $1 a month. Yeah, that's only an introductory rate, though. It's more than that once you actually have it. Like, introductory pricing is always temporary. All right. We're getting a pretty decent amount of cash flow. If I can space guests out a bit more, space. But if I can space them out a bit more, we might be able to make some more cash. I'm going to build another multi-piece ride. $10 a month is on PC starting next month. It's $5.99 right now since it's in beta. Yeah, I figured it would be a little bit more than just $1 a month. Introductory pricing is always like to lure you in. Right, so I'm going to build a multi-bay. Try to think of how I do it. Actually, we'll do it this way. You don't want to put their entrances next to each other, so we'll put it here for now and put the exit here. I don't want that to connect to that. Let's delete this path so it syncs up, and then hopefully it won't join up. There we go. Perfect. It's not as popular as Dodgems, but all vehicles in the same colors. That's lame. Do them in different colors. Well, all I can think of is having to pay for it. What do you mean? Wait, why is the Flying Saucers playing music? That's weird. Though a ton of places are starting to do their version of Game Pass, with Sony doing theirs just for exclusives. And remember that Steam's planning one? Oh, God, help me. Nah, I like to buy my games. I know that's very boomer of me, but I really like to buy my games. Because then when stuff goes out of circulation, I don't have to cry myself to sleep going, oh, they took my games away. Which they do. Saying that twice in a row is weird. That's the hardest part about it. And something that people don't understand is that they will eventually take away the rights to certain games. And people are going to be crushed when they discover that. It'd be like Steam free weekends, but only for a few months per game. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Let's call these UFO with an exclamation mark. Cool. And once that queue fills up, I'll consider building a second one. Maintenance and rise. This is a very not demanding ride. Can a mechanic reach here by default? He should. Just out of his reach. Fixed. Okay, we're doing really good. We're doing actually outstandingly well. Very efficient. Game Pass has Human Fall Flat and Disney Epic Mickey? Disney Epic Mickey's a horrible game. The big plus to Xbox Game Pass is that you get a scaling discount on all parts of the game. So if you play it for a few 100 hours, you get a 65% discount and a $50 discount on DLC. Yeah, it's still... there's just something in my mind about subscribing to a service and then they decide 6 months later, because of a disagreement with a publisher or what have not, and be like, oh no, we're pulling this game off the. It's like Netflix, right? You watch your favorite movie on Netflix. You're so excited, like, oh my god, I have Netflix. Yes. You watch your favorite movie, and then 2 months later, they pull your movie from Netflix, and it's like, oh, it's like, you know, why'd you do that? Have I ever been burned by a WoW subscription? No, I never play World of Warcraft. Eve, but Eve never burned me in any way. Like, I never felt ripped off or whatever. Motion simulator. Ooh, motion simulator is good money. Also need to raise my price, $2. We're making decent cash, actually. How much is our loan interest? Excuse me. $122. That's not bad. I was gonna pay off the loan, but there's really no need to do that. All right. So we're doing good. Let's see how hunger and thirst are doing. We should start seeing some higher hunger and thirst values. Ah! And of course, it would help if I had done the smart thing and placed bathrooms. That's unusually neglectful of me. Well, that's an easy fix. Main restroom 1. Free, because of course. Actually, that's going to cause issues. Let's not put that there. It's got to go there. I forgot about restrooms. Just slipped my mind. I think we've got pretty decent restroom coverage now. I'm gonna put another restroom up here. I probably shouldn't have done that there because it broke the scenery, but yeah, whatever. We'll call this hangars restroom 1 because it's in the hangars area. All right, that's better. We're doing good. We're starting to draw people back this way. We do need another roller coaster, and it needs to be pretty decent. I'm thinking the best value I can get for my buck is probably the dive coaster. Everything else is really, really extreme. I mean, you could do the inverted hairpin, but it's so unpopular. People hate the inverted hairpin ride. It's not like your traditional Wild Mouse where everyone loves it. It's just stupidly unpopular. Yeah, see, these designs are very pricey, so it's going to be tricky to build something that's actually worthwhile. Well, challenge accepted. Let's put it here. What can I... This is going to be very pricey to build. It doesn't need to be all that tall, though. Because it is a dive coaster... Actually, can I build a hold brake? Yeah, hold brake for a drop. It should be intense enough, despite its size, that people will ride it anyway. Okay, so I built this at just the wrong height that I can't get back to ground level with one piece, but that's fine. All right, they're going to be hauling quite a bit. I wish you could build overbank turns on here, but you can't, unfortunately. One of the curses of like early RollerCoaster Tycoon games is not being able to do that. You can kind of simulate it, but it doesn't really work all that well. Like, this is like a simulated overbank turn. That actually might be moving a little bit too quick for this too, so we'll see. Yeah, this is going to be really pricey. I can do virtual testing on this ride, which is kind of cool. Where is, let's see, where would I put the entrance? Probably here for quickest loading, quickest unloading. There's supposed to be ghost testing, but I guess not. Do I not have that enabled? It might be a cheat, actually, to allow you to do ghost testing. Hold on. I don't mind turning it on, because it's a nice little bit of feedback in the game. Let me see real quick. Maybe not. I could have sworn there was an option for it. Yeah, weird. I thought there was a ghost test ability. Kind of like on Planet Coaster, but I guess not. Yeah, this is going to be really pricey. Also, what just got researched? Motion simulator. I hate farming flat rides, but I gotta be honest, this isn't gonna make the cash we need right now. Alright, wow. Woo! Our queues are full! And we're having maintenance issues. Okay, time to split up our park a bit. All these rides that are in this loop are gonna get separated. Because I think we've gotten to the point where we are overloading our mechanic with a little bit too much work. So we're gonna hire a new one and let him handle this area up here. And we'll call him Hangars Engineering Services 1. Stop, this park and all its IP belongs to Disney now. What? Because I called it Engineering Services. Or are we just stomping out IPs because stomping out IPs? But what about my lore? We'll do red and, well, blue. Wait, Boomerang still hasn't been fixed. Why? Oh, Jesus. Okay, fixed. Sorry. Oh, that sucks. What's the downtime like now? Ooh, that is not doing good because of lack of inspections. Actually, I'm going to take a refurbishment while it's closed. Ah, you son of a... Okay, hold up. It needs a refurbishment. All right, so once the mechanic fixes it... Good. It's fixing it now. I'm going to close it temporarily, do a quick refurb so it's like brand new, and then draw guests back to it. Cool. Ready to refurbish. Got it. Done. Reopen. That will hopefully draw guests back. Okie dokes. Back to paint. I was going to make this blue. I guess we can let them all be in the same colors. I was going to color each individual car, but I'm just feeling about it. So this will be UFO B. And this will be UFO A. Hey, Lamau. But an exit... actually, before we build the exit path, we're going to do this one. There we go. Beautiful. And as you can see, profit. And that's another $2. On to the entrance prize. We're doing okay. We're a little behind on the guest count. But as we expand the park, we will run into less of an issue over time. So, just got to check on mechanics and the usual nonsense. I think everybody's good. We've really not extended the path. Anything crazy. Actually, I just thought of something. Can you reach this? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Good. I think we're good. Yeah, look at that. You refurbish a ride and suddenly everybody wants to go on it again. I'm hearing music twice. Caught it. It's like, why am I hearing music twice? All right, we just got the motion simulators, which is another great money maker of a ride. It's also very compact. So what I'm going to do is put one on each side of the hangars. Hold on, I'm thinking. Actually, let's put the exit on the back. And put the entrance here. And then we'll build another one. Okay. What ride? There should be the, yeah, Avenging Aviators by default. We can also build the other version of it, the thrill ride, but we'll do that later. 10 minutes is actually pretty good for the simulators. They get pretty broken pretty fast. We'll call you Soren, because why not? Soren, you'll be B actually on this side, and you'll be Soren A. Make sure that I get everything modified correctly. Oh, no, abstract. My bad. Soren like the streamer? No, no. You mean like, no, Soren like the actual ride. Let's see, what colors should we do? Let's just do blue for both of them. Blue? Just sky blue. Sky blue looks nice. And we should be good on everything else. Actually, let's play a little bit of music over here. Let's play techno. Yeah. All right, so obviously this is going to be a bunch more path opening up, so I need to fix a couple things. I also need to make sure I properly trim these paths, or we are going to run into a heck of a lot of issues. So, first things first, delete that connection. That connection I'm going to restore in just a second. Actually, we can open it up now. Guests can't get anywhere else, so it's fine. Pop some trash cans down so everybody has a place to dump their trash. And then we're going to finish the pathway. Just like that, so they don't have to walk very far. So you can build two of it. So there's two ways to look at this. If you wanted to cheese the game, you can build 6, 7, 8, or 9 of the same ride, and guests are silly enough to recognize them as different rides. The reason I'm building multiple is a lot of rides, like Soren, have multiple bays for throughput to allow you to carry more guests. Also, this is a thrill ride for $2, so that's 4. We'll do $6 extra, $32. Pretty good value. Ooh, 936 park rating. We're doing good. But essentially, rides have different bays or different sections. Like you have Bay 1, Bay 2, Bay 3, Bay 4. So what this is essentially it's the same ride. It's just 2 different bays. And notice guests will, as soon as this queue fills up, they'll go to the other one. And that's actually really profitable for us. I'm also going to build some balloons because Soren tends to be very popular. And we'll make them blue so that I know that's where they bought them. And open it up. We also might need a restroom up here at some point. Nice. Does the name matter? No, the name actually doesn't cause guests to treat them as different rides. They treat them as different rides because every ride is an instance of something. And guests don't care about the number of rides in your park. They care about the number of instances. It's a little weird. In fact, a lot of people tend to abuse this. If you look at like the forums, you'll see people who will build 60 motion simulators in the same park for money. And I don't like doing that. I feel like you're cheating the game at that point. Ah, chaos broke down. Well, it's about time. All right, we're going to hire a new handyman for this loop. He will overlap with our buddy over here. So your hangars, handyman, or buildings, I guess, handyman 2. The only time name matters is for food. If you put two food stalls next to each other of the same type with different names, they will compete with each other. And the competition actually causes them both to lose money. So it's not a good thing. So you want to avoid unnecessary competition if you can. I'm seeing a lot of guests without umbrellas. I'm going to build a information kiosk. And I'm going to put it here. And now I can't put it there because it'll get blocked. We'll put it here. And we'll make these umbrellas blue because they're near Soren. Park maps will always be free, or guests will be unhappy. And we'll call this Central Guest Relations, because that's what it is. I see we sold a couple umbrellas already. You can gouge people for umbrellas when it's raining and charge them a ridiculous amount of money for each umbrella, but guests aren't stupid and they know you're gouging them, and they will lower their satisfaction of the ride if you do that. All right, we're getting to the point where we need a food court. I'm probably going to put the food court... there's a lot of intense rides around. I think I'm going to put it here. That's pretty far, though, but it is centrally located. So let's do a food court. So we'll build all of our seating, which is a bunch to... If you want to build, like, seating areas, you just build these little squares like this. And guests will treat it like a seating area where they can go eat. This is also how you get maximum value for your paths. And then what you do is you put off little spikes like this. And these are little picnic areas where people can go eat. So, let's do the quintessential McDonald's. So, we'll do... McDonald's burgers. Burgers are a profit machine. We need fries. Fries are also a profit machine, and they drive drink sales because they're salty. And then we need drinks, which you can't beat soda. I always put fences and then path in the middle of the squares. That works too. So that way you can put them next to each other. You can do that too. And McDonald's drinks. We then need a restroom because people will inevitably have to, well, you know, visit Mother Nature or pay a visit to the Uncle John. Put the restroom in the middle. McDonald's restroom. And now we're going to build a ton of seating for this area. We're going to open everything up. This will cost us a bit of money because they're going to run without guests for a second, but it'll be okay. I want to make sure I'm fully prepared before I open it. You always put benches on these. So you get 3 benches, which is insanely good value. And then every time you see a double path like this, you put benches. Just like that. And then what you do for trash is you place trash cans across from your stalls and restrooms. And then you put them at the exits to your food court. And it forces people to kind of use them on their way out. It guarantees that you won't get trash spill over later in the park. And then you open it up. And you profit a lot. Because food courts are king. They print filthy money. They really do. And you can make this area nicer. You can put some gardens out. You know, we could do like, I don't know. These nice... little nice thing like that, so people have a nice spot to sit. You can hear me printing the money. Can you hear that? The ting 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 ting. Yeah, that's what a food court can do for you. And I always put souvenir stalls near my food court as well to make it a true shopping experience. But I face them the other direction because I like seeing the traffic flow and knowing which guests are here for what. All right, so we're gonna make the hats blue because they're near Soren, and that tells me where they bought them. Soren hats. Makes no sense, but that's fine. And then t-shirts. Soren shirts. Same thing, blue. The reason I'm coloring things consistently based off of where they are in the park is you can then, just by looking at your guests, know where they've been doing all their buying. So if I see guests with blue balloons, they bought them near Soren. That's where they were happiest. Guests will always buy souvenirs from the location that brings them the most joy. If they have a choice. If you only have one balloon stall, then they don't have a choice. You can put food courts in the exit of popular rides. That works with one exception. The higher the nausea rating of the rides that are nearby, the less likely people are to buy. A guest who has a nausea of 3.3 or higher won't eat. They won't buy food. So you have to be very careful that you watch the nausea ratings nearby. Ooh, we got a 953 park rating. We are doing good. And also, I saw a ride get invented. What was it? A double-deck cabin observation tower. That's a crap-tacular ride. But you know what? We'll build it. Why not? Wait, what? Double-deck Oh, I could just build this with a double-deck cabin. Oh, I mean, I guess we could. Why not? Let's put it in the middle of all this giant concrete crap. Because why the hell not? We'll make this even taller. Actually, what's the rating on this one? Ah, that's the sissy tower. This is the real guest tower. If you're wondering, this path can cause guests to get lost. I have to be really careful once I open it up. But for the most part, your guests are smart enough to kind of navigate around. It's a little bit dicey at times, but it works. It does make it really inefficient. I want you to put the right tower here. Double deck cabin. Sky Needle. That's kind of what it is. Test it. Give it a abstract entrance. I actually like the default colors. That'd be kind of cool to have a green tower. Just kidding. I take back everything I've ever said. That was horrible. The Japanese have made a godly theme park. Like godly as in God or godly as in amazing? Clarification is necessary. Oh man, that food court is doing buku. It's a special theme park. As in like special ed? You put quotes around it. I know of the park of which you speak. You do not need to offer any further clarification to my stream. I know exactly which park you're referring to. And we just unlocked the Roto Drop, which will be a wonderful addition to our Tower Plaza. What have you missed? Or what are you missing? So there's a mod for Planet Coaster that lets you make that type of park, but why? Can I be honest for a minute? Why would you want to? Like, just saying. Like, I get it. Memes, lol, jokes, you know, sure. But like, on a serious note, the Japanese do it because for them, it's something that's culturally taboo. Is it dirty? Yeah, it kind of is. It's a sex-themed theme park. And it's a bit of a joke, even in Japan. But the reason it's popular in Japan is in Japanese culture, it's very taboo to be openly sexual. So it makes sense that they're kind of appealing to people's nature there. You know, I am going to build a green tower. We'll do green with green and black. Make it acid themed. Yeah, it's one of those things that has such a niche appeal. Like, you know why they did it. It's never subtle, you know. Sex sells. Japan doesn't have a Legoland. That's true. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this area. This is going to really cause me a bit of heartache because of how wide it is. But we're going to build enough stuff here that I'm not too worried about it. I am going to stop guests from getting lost by cutting off some pathing. But when I open this area, it's just going to be a giant mess. There's not much I can do about that. Legoland fixes all of your problems. I can see that. Instead of roto drop, we'll call it flywheel, like, you know, a flywheel in a transmission. I'm pretty sure we are. That's boring. We'll call it Phoenix. I don't know. If I'm gonna call it Phoenix, though, it better be Phoenix themed. We'll make it orange. That's better. How intense is it? Woo! Look at that. That's not gonna be very good. This thing's gonna be a puke-a-thon. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a great time. Oh my god. I am just not ready for the amount of puke that thing is gonna cause. Jesus. I actually need to trim this a bit. You get 2. You're going to get moved over later. Actually, I'm going to move you over now. Because you're later going to have all this path in here you got to cover. So who did I hire first? So you are ramp, handyman 1, because this is the ramp of an airport. Ramp, handyman 2. And then 1 dude for the middle. Where'd he go? Ramp handyman 3. Then again, the Japanese promoted the Air Force by having female pilots cosplaying anime girls give tours of an airbase and fly their AH-60 attack helis. Yeah, it's, well, again, sex sells. Even if it's reprehensible, it works. It's one of those unarguable things about the human psyche. All right, here we go. Path is open for business. Here's going to come all the people. This is going to be a giant mess of people getting lost and having a bad time, but we'll be okay. It will be all right. We've at least got a couple rides here built, so we'll give them something to do when they get here. But the guests are going to wander pretty lost at first. I might trim some of this path down if it gets too bad, but for now, we'll leave it. We're still doing good, though. 963 on the park rating. That's outstanding. We're kind of peaked out at 788 guests, though. Soren B still hasn't been fixed. Why? Ah, my mistake. Didn't realize I didn't have coverage. Well, we fixed that. Also, I need to get one more mechanic for this area up here. Chaos A is broken down. Oh, he's gonna be busy. All right, so we've raised the capacity of our park quite a bit. The park rating is gonna dip a little bit because people are gonna start getting lost. I'm gonna take care of that by getting more rides built. Curious to see what the next thrill rides are going to be. Hopefully a nice small flat ride that I can use. Let's see here. There really isn't a whole lot I can build at the moment. I've already kind of exhausted or doubled everything already. 11th of July. Woo! Look at the breakdown list. It's time to do some refurbs. Oh yeah, UFO A and the control tower both need a refurb. Alright, congrats, you're both closed. Get off. Thanks for getting off. $196 spent and refurbished. And refurbished. So for $100, able to get those both set up. That'll increase their popularity. Soren B still hasn't been fixed. Soren B should have access to a mechanic now. Why? What's going on? Are you stuck? Oh, Jesus. I missed one slot. Actually, I have an idea of what to put in here. What we're gonna do path deleting only. We're gonna put more simulators in here, because why not? But they're gonna be a different ride this time. So this time it will be the other version, which is Thrill Seekers, I think. Because it fits in here pretty well, actually. Ah, God, it destroys the buildings. Ah, you son of a biscuit. I thought the walls would work. No. Just kidding. I regret everything. I don't want to build it anymore. No, there's just a giant hangar with a hole in it. Yeah, park rating took a bit of a bruiser from this opening this section up. What's coming up next? A top spin. Beautiful. 2 of them right here, and we're good. There'll be a lot less paths for people to get lost in. 11th of July. Just gotta be patient. I'm the tidiest park in the country. Damn straight. Look at that. Couple full trash cans. Is anybody gonna take care of those? Can anybody? Handyman beat me to it. Good job. Also, despite being the tidiest, we still got a hot zone here. Oh, I have another handyman stuck in a queue. Get out. Every now and then, they just get completely lambasted and just stuck. I'm surprised they never turned off pathfinding for going into the actual, you know, into actual ride queues, because they don't need to go there. Well, there's one grape done. Woo! Tastes like grape Jolly Ranchers. It's really delicious. It's actually a really nice flavor. I mean, it's hyper grape. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like hyper flavored food or drink, it's probably not gonna be your favorite. But put some benches around. I don't see any litter up here yet. I'm just waiting till the 11th of July. We get a top spin. Oh, I need to raise my rate for my park. Need more money. $36. Actually, one of those is a thrill ride, so we can raise that another $1. $37. Better admissions fees. The problem with a park like this is you rely completely on merchandise sales. Your merchandise and your food and drink is what's going to drive your park's profitability, so you have to have plenty of them. More people still feeling hungry. That's actually pretty good news. Let's dot some more food around and see if we can't get people fed. Let's build some nuggies. We got to do it, you know. Yoda's nuggies. You don't have much? What do you mean, like much food? Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of food. I've got a couple snack stalls dotted about. As kind of options for people. But yeah, I tend not to spam too much food around. This area up here actually needs some food. Maybe I'll build some food around the control tower. Merchandise, you have to be careful because merchandise always competes with other merchandise. If you build too much merchandise, it just won't sell. Like, these are both doing okay. 68% popularity and 60. I have to make sure I build the next merchandise stall pretty far away from them. All right, top spin. Another excellent ride. This one, actually, I'm going to delete this scenery over here. I wasn't going to originally, but I am. Because what I'm going to do... let's not delete path, though. We're going to build 3 versions of top spin, because it has 3 operating modes. And we're going to take advantage of that. I believe I can fit... Let's see, if I build you there... Where would the third one go then? Right in the middle? Ah, it's asymmetric! You son of a... Build too much merch and you won't sell, and he looks at Disney. You sure about that, Chief? If only it imitated real life. If only. Okay. Here's all of our top spins. I will keep track of them. It's hard, but I promise I will. They don't have very large queues, so... Actually, that was the wrong type of queue for this area. Fixed. And what we do is we color code them. So the first one is going to be beginner's mode. It's going to be a nice... We'll do green. Nice green with white... And then black supports. The cars themselves will be a nice happy blue color with white restraints. So that's the happy mode, beginner's mode for the guests who can't handle worse than this. And we'll call this a little berserk. I think I added a capital letter in there somewhere that's going to bother me. That's better. The next one we're going to grab is the middle one. This one's going to operate in intense mode. And this one's going to be yellow with white and black. And the cars will be orange. Bushmaster, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the creator community. Glad to have you along. We'll do orange with white. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And this will be called Berserk. And everything else is already configured. We'll start testing that. And then lastly, we have the third one. You can probably see where this is going. Berserk mode. Yeah. This one's going to be red with white and black. With black cars and white restraints. This will be called really Berserk. Just escalation here, and we'll get that testing. All of these are going to need benches because people are going to get sick as dogs on this ride, or these rides. And trash cans nearby. Because they're also going to puke their guts out like you would never believe. I'm going to clean up the path just a bit so it's a little easier for people to navigate. Now you should turn this park into a barren wasteland as it goes deeper into the park, like theme-wise. Ooh, I might be able to do something like that. We'll have to see if I theme it. We don't have a lot of time to beat the scenario, so I tend to avoid theming because it gets really hard to handle everything in the time you're given. So I am actually trying to beat the scenario, which I might not beat it. It's hard to beat without cheesing. It gets more and more rustic. Yeah, I can see how that could work. All right, I'm going to open all these. I think for pathing, we're okay. Yeah, Handyman already covers it. And then we just need to extend this mechanic. And just like that, we're covered. And we'll see how they do. I'm going to put a restroom over here because people are inevitably going to end up sick. Hangers, restroom. 2, I believe. Is it? No, it's not. It's restroom 3. Let me name them the same. Can you enlarge the resolution? I can't see what's written. Oh, you mean like larger yeah, I could. It doesn't look very good if you enlarge the resolution though. Oh yeah, you're right. It is hard to read, isn't it? I'm gonna look at something real quick. Yeah, actually it might be Twitch that's making that hard for you. It might be the bitrate I'm streaming at. It's not the resolution. I just checked my preview and it's crystal clear. You can read it. It's just the problem is that Twitch is encoding it at such a low bitrate that you're getting pixelization, and that's causing the tiny text that's already very tiny to blur. I'm gonna put some more souvenirs over here and balloons. This will be berserk balloons. Berserk balloons. Yeah, the text in this game is really tiny. We'll make it yellow. Open it. All right, we're saving up enough money now. 999 park rating. We did it, boys and girls. Got it. 999. Da-da-da-da-da, $43. That's a nice admission price. And that means we can finally get a coaster built, which thank goodness. No, why are you doing theming? Because roller coasters is all that's left. Fuck. I don't want theming. Stop doing theming. I will defund you. Die. Well, we're out of gentle and thrill rides. We've done all the gentle and thrill rides that are available. So, no more flat rides, coaster time. But we're making enough money now that we can definitely do that, so. I want to see if this has a on-ride photo. It does. Okay, good. Then what I might do... I could try to fit this in a slot. Actually, it probably would fit really nicely here. Can't see my funds? Oh yeah, because of the camera overlay. I have 9,414 right now. So not doing too bad. Let's build this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice high capacity throughput. Hold for a drop, vertical drop. Hopefully I built that at the right height that I can just flatten this out. Nope. On my photo section after the drop, because that's the best thing about a dive coaster. We'll build an overbank turn. Building an overbank turn in this game is really hard to do because it just doesn't work the same way as you would think. This thing is going to be really expensive, and I have a feeling I'm going to have to take out a loan to finish it. Let's see. We can do vertical loops and large loops, but that's really about it. I forgot you have the F word banned. What do you mean? Banned? I mean, I used the word. Did you get auto-modded? Oh, you mean free. You mean free. I got you. I was sitting here like, F word is banned. What? I was so confused for a minute. Yeah, that's funny that it says that because I don't have any auto mod warnings. Your message wasn't posted due to conflicts with the channel's moderation settings. That's brand new. I've never configured automod to be strict. Hold up. I will try to turn that off for you. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, fixed? Yeah, that shouldn't have... I think I fixed it. Let me know if it worked out for you. I mean, I really don't... Yeah, that's weird. Sorry about that. I have you on transcript looking at the bagel stand and saying, and I quote, "Fuck all the bagel eaters in the back." Any comment? I know no such thing. Yes. It still didn't send. Oh, I don't know. I'll check it after the stream because that's wrong. That is not going to work unless I go, okay, what we'll do then... Oh, come on. There we go. I was like, I'm eventually going to get the sloping right. Ah, is it still too large? You son of a... Said fuck spiders? Got you. Wait, did you get, like, surprised by one? We can't curse freely in this channel? No, you should be fine. I don't know why Automod is being stingy. I have Automod also off, which is what's even more confusing for me. Because I normally don't care. I'm not one of those people that's like, you know, no cursing in my fucking Christian server. You know, I'm not one of those people. I can say ass, but not fuck. Yeah, exactly. It's like... let's see. I'm actually kind of stumped. I have a feeling this is not going to work out like I want it to. Well, maybe. That's not gonna interlock. Oh, that is a severe dip. That's like a... That's not what I wanted. That's like a neck breaker. Building an interlocking loop is actually really, really hard to do. It doesn't look like it would be very difficult, but it's actually really difficult. Why are you being stubborn? Do you really not clear that? I'm trying to keep the layout more or less compact. and have it kind of bump up against itself, because that looks really neat if it does. That's actually kind of neat how it tucks in like that. Not a lot of airtime going on here, but I might have to add a brakes section. Let's actually add a brake section here. Block brakes? No, we'll just do brakes. Trim brakes. That'll work a little bit better, I think. And then we'll put ride-out brakes. Actually, we'll put the brakes at... On a roller coaster with hang time, display Thrillville off the rails made by Frontier. I actually didn't know they made Thrillville. That's interesting. Let's try this. I don't know if it's going to work as well as I think it will. And unfortunately, that burned a lot of time, too. But having a headliner coaster will also help my business. So let's see what happens. This might backfire. It looks physically possible, but that's not always the issue. Also, maximum chain lift speed, because why wouldn't you? And now I need to close because I modified it. And retest it. Looks like we're doing good on everything. Still kind of peaking out at 984. Doing good. Again, this guy's stuck. You schmuck. Stop doing that. He must be glitching into the path. So weird. That dumb handyman. He's the reason my park rating dips. Little too fast on that overbank, but... Okay. It might be okay. Is it the... No, that's too fast. Hold on. What I'm going to do... I know what I can do. It's simple. The beauty of an overbank turn in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 is that they are mirror images of each other. So all I have to do is go a little taller. So we'll do... no. What do you do? Oh, there's a bank turn there. So we'll do... We'll go to 25 feet and then start the turn. Because I think that's what the issue was, is that I built it a little too fast. Oh, it's also a larger turn. I didn't know that. Or I did know it, I'm just ignorant, wasn't paying attention. Because see, it's a mirror image of itself, so theoretically, just adding that additional 10 feet of climb should bleed off whatever remaining speed there was. Fast forward a little bit. Man, this thing was a budget breaker, though. Still a little quick. That's going to pull a lot of negative G there. And a lot of lateral G over that hump. If you see the concerned look on my face, first of all, this roller coaster is possible, and it will be decently rated. It's just a little intense on that corner due to lateral G. Oh, only 1.2. You know what? That's completely doable. Looks can be deceiving. Ah, look at that. Good ratings, too. 6, 6, and 2. Perfect. All right, we'll call this De Stuka, the dive bomber. A guest has gotten into the line by some miracle of science. He's fine. Open that bitch up. 10-minute inspection intervals. Let's make sure we actually have a mechanic assigned over here, or we're gonna... I need an exit path. I need an exit path, or I'm gonna have issues when the people get off the ride. It's fine. I'm a very, very good RollerCoaster Tycoon player. Dude, he says, forgetting a basic exit path. Okay. No, delete. I want to delete this path. Delete. That's corner, thank you. Cool. Mechanic. You can handle that. Thank you. Go to an abstract station so it looks a little nicer. All black? Why not? But we gotta make the cars or the trains. Do I have 5 trains? Okay, we'll do the trains in different colors. We'll do silver with red, white with red, orange with red, yellow with red, and black with red. That just gives them a little bit of differentiation. That's not bad. And it should be another moneymaker. And we're back up to 999 park rating, because thank you. And I'm going to jack up the price of my park for that, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a headliner, and I want my money. So now we just need to save up for the next coaster of this size. We definitely need to get more people in the park, though, because we're still a little bit behind our park objective. Look at all the balloons up everywhere. My goodness. This thing is going to need benches for days. Oh, look, there's airline seats now. Oh, I should have unlocked that earlier. Oh, well, it's too late now. Make sure we get a couple trash cans, because someone's inevitably going to need to puke. There we go. Handled. I'm going to need a handyman to patrol this path pretty much exclusively, because it's kind of not very well connected to the rest of the path system. So he will be Der Stuka handyman. All right, are there any rides that we're not maxing our profit from? We could be maximizing more profit from this one, actually. So I'm going to do just that. I'm just going to build a copy of it. It does fit, so... If that one's black and yellow, this one will be yellow and black, because, you know, that's how that works. That is flesh-colored and disgusting. That was very weird. that was very weird looking. I don't want to talk about it. Cool. So this will now become Gravity Gear A. And this will be Gravity Gear B. And then that shouldn't take long to test. Again, kind of doubling our count on stuff. All right, I'm going to lock our emission price at 50 for a bit, because if I go any higher, we're going to start losing value or satisfaction. I also need to start replacing older rides. I'm going to open all of them, and we'll replace all these guys in a minute. Everything open on the screen needs to be refurbished. Right, it's good to go, and let's open it. Okay. So, refurbishments. We're going to close all of this stuff and refurbish all of it. Oh, what did I do? I clicked out of the window somehow. Sorry about that. Oh my god, look at the line! Woohoo! Yeah, that's a headliner for you. That's a headliner. God dang, look at that. Holy crap, man. That thing is an efficiency machine. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is a ride that's going to print me money. Oh my goodness. Is it actually making a profit? Holy crap, 11,425 an hour. Wow. Yeah, okay, moving on. Refurbish, yes. Reopen. Refurbish, yes. Reopen. Refurbish, yes. Reopen. This is a very cost-effective means of raising your park value and getting people to stick around. Cannot refurbish requires $1,000. Okay, well, give me a second. Thanks. All right. What kind of coasters are coming down the pipe? Anything good? Oh, wait, what? No, don't do shops and stalls. You son of a bitch! I don't need a seafood stall. No, I need roller coasters. You suck. No. Oh, man, this poor Sky Needle just gets no love, man. It gets no love. Nobody likes it. Nobody really likes the Roto Drop either. That kind of surprises me. I expected better. Oh my god, again? Oh my god, he's stuck again. I'm gonna delete this handyman. He's having issues. I don't know if it's a path bug or what, but something is definitely wrong with the pathing AI in this corner. I'm also gonna hire a second one just to make sure. He went into the queue again and he's gonna get stuck. Yeah, he gets stuck because he can get into the queue. You daft idiot. Why are you in the queue? Get out of the queue. Okay, I know how to fix this. So if the queue is the issue, I have to stop him. Oh, I can't stop him from going in the queue. I guess I'm just going to have to babysit him. That's annoying. Don't go in the queue. Go clean up your mess. Come on. I'm going to double up this handyman over here because this is going to be a consistent issue, I can tell. This is not the first time. I want my 999 park rating, damn it. I worked for that shit. There we go. This guy can't enter the queue, so he'll back him up just in case things get bad. Hopefully it won't matter, but... How's the line here? Is it tolerable? Yes. Oops, I clicked out again somehow. Neato. We're doing good. 1,192. We're behind on guest count. Extend the queue out of his area? I guess I could. It was just by one, isn't it? That's actually a really good idea. That's a very solid idea. You are correct, my friend. Let's just do that. It does completely remove the issue, doesn't it? You're right, he can't enter the queue now. As long as he doesn't have access to that queue entrance, he can't get into it. If he does get into it, that means he's glitching into it somehow, and we'll figure that out later. But the good news is, the paths are clean, lots of full trash cans, might need a second handyman to help split the work up here. They're doing good, though. They're keeping up. They're a little overworked, let's be honest. And back to 999 again. Good. All right, saving up money for the next coaster. What do we got? Ice cream cone stall. Don't care. Come on, give me some coasters. I can build an inverted hairpin, but nobody likes it. And underpaid, yes. Custodians are always underpaid for how much precious work they actually do. I guess I could build, like... I hate the flying turns. It's a horrible coaster. It really is. I have an idea, though, for a simple design that could make us a little bit of cash. Because it's never going to be popular, but, I mean, what are you going to do? All right, we're going to build 3 layers of chicane. So that's 1, 2, 3, and that's the first drop. Because the only benefit to this thing is the chicane, like building a chicane. It's the only thing good about it. I'm gonna need a loan. All right, let's get some cash. I'll pay this thing off in a minute. Does this have an on-ride photo section? It does. Good. A nice long boring section just to remind you how much I hate this ride type. Then why do you build it, Nathan? Because it's the only thing I have at the moment and it's profitable, as much as I hate to admit it. God, that looks like such an incredibly boring ride. It really does. We need to go down to 20 feet. Bunny hill. We can do a few bunny hills as long as we don't exceed the limits. What is the limit? It's pretty low. I want to say... Oh, wow. I really need more money. Okay. Like 20 miles an hour, something like that. It's not very good. I'll put an on-ride photo at the very end, at the fastest portion of the ride. I still don't think that's going to make a difference, but I'm going to try it anyway. God, this thing's going to suck. Maximum speed. How many trains do I get? I get 7 trains, though. It's not horrible. If the throughput's good, this might work. If it's not, it might not. So we'll see. I'm not going to build any paths until... Actually, I could just build the paths anyway. It doesn't matter. I forgot I have the path delete tool. Because it's a chicane, so all I'm really doing is swinging people around in these weird, nauseating circles. Could turn it into a parking slot for another car. Oh yeah, you're right. I could. Actually, I'll do that. It gets a little dicey at the end. But it works. And your idea is solid. Thank you. Another great suggestion. You're on a roll. All right, well, that'll take a little bit to pay off, unfortunately, but it'll be worth it. Sort of. Can I have invisible... which one is it? Here, there we go. I am from the United States. Technically from Las Vegas, which is where I grew up. I live in Florida, though. So I don't live in Las Vegas anymore. Guests are going to get lost down this all the time. That's a big no-no. Don't go this way. Okay. I built another sign somewhere. Oh, cool. How are you with the corona and all? I haven't caught it, thank goodness. I'm grateful. I have several friends who have, unfortunately. It hasn't spread to me. I am ready for it to be over and to piss off out of existence and never come back. I think that's what I'd like to say about it. I think that's the long and short of it, is that I'm reasonably tired of it and would love if it would just fuck off for the rest of forever and never return. You can only handle so much as a society, you know? It starts getting a little burdensome after a while. We're designing a new roller coaster. About damn time. Let's put a t-shirt, let's put a hat stall out here, just in case someone's silly enough to buy one. Sorry to ruin your view there, dude. Chicane hats. And actually, let's make this bobsled white, so I recognize it a bit easier. Because then I'll make the hats white, and that'll help me see where they bought them. Just like that. And, of course, I'm going to have to extend a mechanic over here, at the very least, to go take care of this thing, since it is way out in the boonies. That will work, I believe. Hopefully this makes some decent cash. It costs quite a bit to build, so... we have another quarantine here, a big one. Are you in the UK? No, Israel. My coworkers from the UK, so they have one too. Oh, wow. Yeah, this quarantine... Yeah, it's... As morbid as this sounds, it's the party that never ends. And it's not a party, if you get what I mean. It's one of these things that's been going on so long now. I don't think any of us, you know, you start losing track of the way the world used to be. Not trying to be morbid or dark or anything. It's just the unfortunate nature of the way the world is going right now. Still a 999 park rating. Hell yeah. I think I got another stuck handyman. Good job, dude. Go back to your job. You have one job. Don't step in the queue. Like, oh, god dang, dude. Oh, no, another one. Oh, he left. Oh, thank God. Thank Christ. I thought he was stuck. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Oh, are you? Well, he's fine. Another award. Safest park. Don't jinx it. Oh, there's vomit up here. Why are you guys That's fine. I need another roller coaster, depending on what comes in. Impulse train. Oh, I am gonna make so much money. If that's what I think it is, the impulse coaster, that is gonna make me some serious money. If it's the vertical impulse coaster, I really hope it is. If it's not, I'll be disappointed. Because that thing has such an insane throughput. You put an on-ride photo on it, and God, just money, 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 money. By the way, what are the other operating modes for this ride? Does it have one? No. Continuous circuit only. Okay. Well, the bobsleigh coaster is actually popular. I hate to admit. What's the nausea rating like? 4.2. It's okay. Not the best, not the worst. Many people here are on unpaid vacations. Yeah, I know a few people who are going through the unpaid vacation, the furlough. Yeah, I lost my job. I had 3 jobs, actually, and I lost all 3 because I work in entertainment as an industry. And unfortunately, our industry is not going to be coming back for a while. It's a bummer. It's a massive bummer. Let's see if I can get people to buy chicane balloons. I feel like this is a really out-of-the-way area, so I don't know if people want to, but I'm in luck to have a job. Yeah, it's... I gotta say, I envy the people who do. And it's not for lack of trying for a lot of people. It's just it's the way things have been. I'm running out of cash. Oh god, we need ATMs. Okay. I was wondering how long it would be before this finally happened. Let's get an ATM built. So this is the food court ATM. So McDonald's ATM. And then we'll put one at the entrance so people will not leave. Because that will hurt our attendance if people can't cash back up. And then we'll build one more all the way at the far side of the park. That'll probably never get used, but it'll be there. And we'll put one right here. More like exit ATM. I mean, you're right, actually. It is kind of an anti-exit prevention tool. And it's already been used. Inverted impulse coaster. Oh, praise the Lord. I am going to make so much fucking cash from this. You guys have no idea. Okay, so there is an infamous coaster called Vertical Vengeance V2 in the United States. And it is a massive fucking cash cow. It's just one of those rides that prints freaking money. Because it's extremely popular and just, yeah. It has a very short ride time. And all you gotta do is build 2 giant towers. That's all there is to the ride. It isn't very clever. It's 2 spiral towers with a ride in between. You do 3 circuits. Let's test how fast it has to go. Oh yeah, we need... Oh, I forgot to make it long enough. Oops. Hold up. Actually, I'm going to move this real quick. No, I won't. I am going to delete the paths. It's actually the simpler solution. I can use the paths as part of the ride experience, if you will. So, entrance up here. Exit here. There we go. Beautiful. Just time to test it. Make sure it goes the right speed. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. I make these things intense. That's the point. They're supposed to be that ride you go to if you're insane. Let's try it again. Let's actually do 65. Ha! Ha! Hoo! Ha! Hoo! Ha! Hoo! Ha! Hoopa nope 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 nope. I got a little that almost went really far south really fast. Wait a minute, there's no mechanic assigned over. Wait, what did I do over here? Oh, I assigned a handyman to this path. Oops, I was trying to assign a mechanic earlier. So nobody's been inspecting that ride. That's not good. Yeah, I think I fixed it though. Oh, look at those ratings. V2, Vertical Vengeance. So, the reason it prints money is because it's popular and it brings guests into the park. It's just very, very, very brutally popular. I have not the slightest clue why. It's a very short ride. It is very intense, but you have to kind of be in the mood for it, really. But there it is. That is Vertical Vengeance. An insane little bastard child of a ride that just for some reason is excruciatingly popular. I will not pretend to understand why. This does actually kind of look like an airport. Kind of. Not really, but it kind of does. This will also draw people to the ATM. We've got another roller coaster coming in. Excellent. 1,300 guests. We're not doing good on capacity. We can run a bit of an ad campaign. We've got money. It's a bit pricey, but it's worth it. Safety is overrated. Yes. Oh god, this thing is going to be a regular puke machine. Yeah. Trash cans and benches everywhere. Because guests are going to have absolutely a horrible time with this ride. If these benches don't all end up full after a single train, I'll be amazed. That's a miracle. Oh my god, look at the line. Look at all the balloons floating off into space. I love it. All the balloons. It's even better when your whole park is bought balloons and then you release them at the end as a celebration of your success. Still holding a flat 999. TV's in line to the ride? Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that. It shouldn't be that long of a queue time, so I don't think you have to worry too much about people whining about the wait. But just in case, you're right, we can put some in there. Actually, the ones that really need it is Enterprise over here. Kind of needs a little bit of a pick-me-up. All right, we need some like metal music going on here. Come on. I like how it's only left here. The geolocation for the audio in this game was ahead of its time. It really was. All right, let's do a bunch of refurbishments because refurbishments drive attendance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll grab all of these. Closed, 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 and closed. Boomerang refurbished again? Dang, dude. That poor bastard is always under refurbishment. It's like the ride that gets refurbished every time. So this costs a little bit of money, but it's worth it. It convinces everybody that the park's brand new, which drives a lot of attendance. Ride is not empty yet. Oh god, the Skywheel finally needs a refurbishment. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh, thank goodness. I was waiting for that to like take forever to empty. All right, we need more roller coasters. I'm going to start putting them in the back here to raise capacity of the park. We're just waiting on the next development to come through, which will be a Floorless Twister train. Ah, why has it got to be the expensive ones? That's going to be really pricey to build. Let's get a hairpin coaster. Let me see if it comes with a... Nope, no on-ride photo. Not worth it. Gotta make money with on-ride photos. Could do a lay-down coaster. It's got an on-ride photo. Actually, I'll show you a neat little coaster you can do that is it's another money printer. So here, I'll show you. Teresa, thank you. Everybody's telling me RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 is free at the Epic Store. Thank you. I appreciate it. I already own it. I already own all the RollerCoaster Tycoon games. But thank you anyway. It must be the big thing on Epic Store. Let's see. Pretty big station. Pay you? Pay you for what? What did I pay you for? And Rocket League? I also own Rocket League. Actually played Rocket League professionally for a bit. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip people over with a twist so they're facing the ground. And then we're gonna take out a loan, because that's what we do here. If you didn't know, RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 is free on the Epic Store. Thank you, Lopsided. I appreciate it. I like your Kappas. It makes it so much better that way. The park with the pool. Oh yeah, soaked. The soaked expansion pack. So because this is a laydown coaster, you can make a really easy ride by just building a giant hill, and people will ride it. And actually, we could do it this way. And as long as you do it correctly and you're careful, it will make lots of money for some reason. I don't know why. It just does. And then you put brakes. Brakes. Slow the train down. Preferably not that violently. How long is an inline twist? It is 3 pieces long. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 brakes. Do an inline twist. This is, by the way, kind of a cheesing method for this. But it is incredibly profitable, so, you know. 2 trains. Can it really hold 2 trains? All right. Maximum lift hill speed. Basic bitch coaster detected. Exactly. Yeah. Set off the alarms because we're going basic mode. And I'm going to put the entrance on this side so I can draw people into this area here. Also, that reminds me while I'm thinking about it, trim. Trim. Actually, I'm going to rearrange this so that the paths make sense to me. Trim. Does it serve you a pumpkin spice latte while you ride? No, it's not that basic, unfortunately. It is incredibly basic, but it's just not quite that basic. All right, and now we test it, and we will make money. It's very good. And the best part is it will increase the capacity of our park based off the number of rides that we have. Nice long queue. Oh, did I? Oh, good catch. Thank you. It does, however, say that there's a 48-inch height requirement like everything else at Disney. Yeah, it probably does. This is all it does. It goes down, goes very fast, and then slows down. And then flips you upside down. And there you go. All right, let's see how we did. Round of applause, please. It's going to be like very simple, but it should make some money. Okay. Well, since it is a basic bitch ride, Starbucks the ride. Oh, it's got to be the signature green. Got to have some gold trim. It's got to have green pylons. Oh no, it's got to have silver. So it got to have silver pylons. It's iconic. It's ironic is what it is. And then we'll have gold trains for the gold members. There we go. Starbucks the ride. Coming to a theme park near you. Guaranteed to please or your money back. Not really. It's okay though. All right, let's open this up and see if we can get some guests back here. Tiny ant people. Yes, this game, when you play it on a high resolution, especially from a distance, everybody is genuinely just tiny little ants. You remember trash cans, so I don't forget later. Oh, yes. I thought I clicked the flag earlier. I guess I didn't. Thank you for catching that. That would have been incredibly awkward. Oh, actually, the trash cans don't go here. The OCD perfectionist in me insists that they go in the proper spot. Here we go. We'll put some benches at the exit of this, although if you get sick on this, you really are truly just a very tame individual. All right, what's our next coaster type? Floorless Twister? Yeah. I could probably build a baby steel twister, maybe. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it. Okay, we just gotta wait a little bit, but I promise I've got the most brilliant ride design in the history of rides coming right up. And it's not gonna be a cheesy ride. It's a genuine, I think it'll be a good ride. It's just gonna be atrocious, that's all. You know. That's the evil laugh of a man with schemes up his sleeve. Really? You puked already? Really? Like, look, I get it. It's a big park, and there's lots of path, and you get the urge, and you're like, man, it'd be so good if this path just had some more vomit on it, but you couldn't hold it? Jesus. Lord help me. All right, we got people in the back of the park now. We're the tiniest park in the country. Relatively speaking, I suppose we are. Come on, we gotta get over 3,000 guests in here. I need more roller coasters. Actually, I think I can build this one without too much effort. We'll build it right here. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be the best ride ever, I promise. You're gonna look at it, you're gonna think it's totally genius, and it's gonna be great. So I'm going to build the mission space of roller coasters, and some of you will think I'm cheesing this game and you might be upset with me, but I promise it all works out in the end. This ride, oh yeah, I have to do that first. Oh, I have to go taller than that? Can you not build helixes in this ride? Oh yeah, you can. Thank you. Helix down. Right. That is a big helix. Do you not have a small helix down? Okay, sure. Whatever. Gee, okay, I wasn't thinking the helixes were like the size of God's hand. Jesus Christ. Okay, fine. Oh god, it doesn't fit anywhere. Okay, we'll build it across the path then, I guess. All I want is to make people sit. There we go. Oh, I need more money. We can get more money. You can always get more money. There we go. That's exactly what we're aiming for around here. That's that's something. That's all it is. You go up a hill, you go down, you pull a lot of negative G's, you'll get some airtime over the hills. Let's see, that's too tall. That's 65. And then we'll kind of just shift over to the right a little bit. There we go. That's better. And then we're just going to bring you in for a landing. That's it. It's G-force the ride, man. Can I? Okay, good. I'm actually thinking I should jank these people around a little bit. Oh, I'll put an S-bend here? That'd be so brutal, though. I'm not going to do that. No on-ride photo. Screw you. You die. All that effort. Everyone's like, oh, what a great idea. And this person's like, wow, look, new ride being built. He's just watching him. It all just crumbles to dust. It's like, it was the wrong day for you, pal. All right, let's do something different. That didn't work. I thought it was brilliant. I really did. But I need rides with on-ride photos. Wow, look who showed up. What's up, man? Oh my god, I can just build a booster? Oh, I have an idea. I can build vertical pieces. Yes? I got it. Oh, no, no, no. Booster to maximum speed. Can I build a top hat? Oh wait, that's a quarter loop in the wrong direction, isn't it? Fine. Top hat this way? Inverted top hat? I have an idea. I have to move the station a bit for this to fit here. I don't know how tall I need to actually make this. So I'm going to start with that and hope that that works. It's just basically accelerator. Or any other King to Ka type sort of ride. Pop out a little airtime for you. Have an airtime hill. Just to give you another reason to ride. And then we're going to very gently... Actually, we will put... Oh, yeah. We need a photo section right here. Thank you. Some brakes to slow it down. All right, let's see if this works. I don't know how fast it actually has to go. Gonna be quiet and chat as I consume a pretty mediocre store-bought. Gonna be quiet and chat as I consume a pretty mediocre store-bought pulled pork sandwich. Oh, motherfucker. That scared the shit out of me. Well, I was paying no attention because I was reading chat. Oops. Nothing to see here. No. Okay, so what went wrong there is I screwed up somewhere. This must be just a little too tall. Did it ever make it up to 67? It did make it up to full speed. It just can't quite get over that hill. Okay. So what I need to do is just shorten it a bit. That's fine. I can do that. We'll just remove the extra pieces. Let's try that. Hopefully nobody saw that, despite all the people who were walking right by. Like, that was explosive. It's fine. There's nothing to see here. I'd like to make another modification. There we go. Second modification made. I wanted to make that hill a little taller, so it's a little slower. Flawless. I only need 2 trains, though. I feel like 3 trains is a little bit of overkill. What are the intensity ratings like? It better be good. Again, we're trying to build a money printing machine here, so we kind of need it to work. And the test results will change with 2 trains, but I'm not too worried. Nice long queue. That's some pretty good ratings, actually. All right, I just need to close it, change it to 2 trains so we're not overfilling on capacity. Test it again and name. I apparently did need to test it again, so awesome. Name. Accelerator. Nice little reference to one of my favorite launched coasters. Just like that. We're good on handyman, mechanic. This guy can walk all the way over here as well. And fix up this ride. Park rating has taken a dip. Because of all the vomit on the paths here. Why is that the case? Where is this handyman? He is currently doing his job. He's just a little overwhelmed. Probably because I gave him too much to do. Let's restrict him to this zone and hire another handyman to handle this ride's exits. That's better. A little less work for everybody to do. Should clean up some things decently well. This ride's got quite a bit of capacity, so it will luckily attract some people. We're doing good on pretty much everything. I'm going to have to start doubling up on some stuff. Some more to make sure that we're maxing out our capacity. So I'm going to build another section of the park over here and build some more duplicates of these rides. Because your park capacity is based off path size and the number of rides and the capacity of the ride vehicles you have. So as you notice, we're capping out. So we need more rides. It's that simple. Also, accelerator is red. Or like, sort of like a... Yeah, like that kind of red. Gray. We'll do train 1 is like a green. And train 2 we'll do like a violet. Still a lot of puking spots, but it'll be all right. Because of this ride's capacity, it should be able to launch back to back to back to back, which means it keeps running at maximum capacity all the time, which is beautiful. Like, look at that. I'm actually tempted to slow down the brake speed just a little, just to increase my throughput, but it's all right. Oh God, the wait for this. Ooh. This ride doesn't have very good throughput, but it's all right. Can I not run 2 trains on here? It's no drop-down menu, so I can't see how many trains I could be running. We're still doing good, though. All right, so 1,637, so we're capping out again. Need more rides. Need more rides. There's another way to do it, by the way. I'll show you something kind of interesting. So if you grab a basic ride and just put it in the park somewhere, like that, put some TVs. Oh, that's actually a great suggestion considering there's quite a wait for that ride. That'll work. But if you place another ride somewhere in your park like that, but you never open it, it will still increase your park capacity, which is kind of interesting. So you can build a lot of rides and not run them for the expense of having to run them, and you'll get an increase in capacity of whatever that ride's total capacity is. So out of all these, Enterprise is probably the best value. You could just build that, put it there, and you would get an increase in your capacity. Your guest count would go up. So it's one way to cheese it. I don't like cheesing, though. Although, folks, you know what? I think that's going to have to be it for now.